Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is episode 12, and we are still with the cultural festival. You know what to do? As always, if you want to see the episode directly, you want to see my reaction, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, there's a bit in here, but in my opinion, the major scene in the meaning of what it was about is in this picture. Ignoring the fact that we have a very, you could say kind of intimate moment here, a touchy moment of the teacher, which is a very uncommon thing. As a teacher, you normally don't go so close towards the student, I would say. And I will talk about that later. It is mainly about what he did before. And she puts it pretty clearly. He saved someone else. And while doing so, there was potential to hurt himself. Not especially physically, more like, emotionally. So let's see why. Let's see what this is about. So, I will go through in the way I noted it. So we started the beginning of the episode, but as I said, that's a major thing here. We started off with a little funny moment with Hickey and his sister. She having fun about the fact that he is kind of working, which he is. And when he goes, I'm more like a gopher and stuff, it's more like, creepy direction again, fitting. But yeah, it's this thing, he really was working there, and that's something I realized in the last episodes as well. He portrays himself and holds himself as a character who is very negative and very, the loner type and everything. And I don't know why, kind of one, meaning me, expects him to be a bit lazy, a bit not working much, only doing what is necessary type of thing. But he isn't. You could see it in the cultural festival. Although he kind of tries to be this one who pushes away everyone, he does a hell of work. He does a lot, and if you're someone who is aware of things around you, you will realize that. And that is a quality that he has, which is positive. So that was surprising. Having the sister kind of reflecting this was fitting, because it showed again what happened in the last episode, that he is always busy working his ass off for this cultural festival where no one will praise him for. Just saying, especially after what happened in this episode. And even when it was over, everyone's going to party. He is sitting in this room in the last bit of this episode and doing work for the cultural festival. So that's kind of a spirit when it comes to work here. So that's one thing. I'm not sure why Yuki was smiling when she looked into the room and stopped smiling when she saw him. That was very unclear to me. Yeah, it was okay. He holds her. The problem is when I'm writing while not looking, I really have problems reading what I did write down. Oh yeah, we had the moment when she confronted her sister. I liked that. So Yuki confronted her sister as we have realized that Sagami was gone. That it was before that. She looked at her sister playing, and she said that in the past she aspired to be like her. Like a clone, like a copy. Be like her big sister. And once again we have Hickey saying, you don't need to be, you're good the way you are. I kind of like you the way you are. So once again, we had this moment, and I'm not sure if she realized it, where he praised her. And we had that in the past once or twice already. And later on, when we had the confrontation between the two sisters, and the little one tells the big one, this is not a bidding, and I don't ask you. I order you, because I'm in the committee higher than you are, and you're a member of it. And I will still owe you a debt for that then. So that was a cool moment because standing up to your big sibling is not an easy thing. It's, like the first step before stepping up against your parents, as example. So maybe that's it. And the fact that additionally she said, no, that's nothing new, you realize. I have no new side. This is how I always was. And you just did not really see me. You did not recognize what I'm able to do. That's cool. I mean, that's a hell of a statement. And yeah, as I said, you could clearly see he liked that one. He was in for that. So good one for her. So there's a lot of personal, very positive development from Yuki's side. We had Sagami, as I said, missing, and everyone stood up to make sure that she can be found, so they bought time by playing additional songs. They brought in Yui as well, so there was a bit, the two girls bonding again and knowing about each other what they're good at. So the fact that she's a good singer is there, is known by Yuki, that Yui is a good singer. So that was nice. And they bought the time for Hiki to find her, and I mean, it's kind of fitting. He is the loner, so sending him out to find someone who is at the moment lonely and separated himself, in this case herself, from the others, it was the right choice. And he was very clever by just calling, just calling another loner. What are the best spots to be alone if you want to in this school? Because, as he analyzed before, she still will be in the school because she wants to be found. So, I mean, as harsh as his words later on may have been, he was partially correct. She was still there because she wanted to be found. She wanted someone else to take the burden and tell her everything is good and you will do it and we trust in you and stuff like that, So that's how he found her. And when he found her, he realized, I am the right one to find her, but I'm not the right one to get her back. Because that's not what I do. I'm not, he talked to himself saying, I know what I should say to get her back. But I don't do it. It's not my kind of way. So that's the interesting thing, and it fits into the comment from Hayama later on. Can't you ever do anything differently? So it's not that Hiki is not able to do it. He would have known what to say to get her back on track. He is just not willing to do it because I can only guess there why. But I would guess because he is kind of sincere in what he does. So, I mean, it is kind of a lie what they told to her. Everyone is standing up for you. Yes, true. You still can do it. We believe in you, stuff like that. But you are avoiding some harsh truths which are out there. And they are a part of what Hiki said. The fact that she wants to be found. She wants to be, sugar-coated there. Kissed on the cheek and, hey, you can do it, yay. If you're in for a job like that because you want that praise, that moment of glory, then you're wrong. And that's the problem here. And they don't say that. They just want to, have everyone having a good time, which is cool. So they make sure that she can go through with it. But in the end, there will be no learning experience for her. Unless someone later on tells her directly. And I don't know if this will happen. But, as I said, Hiki knew what to say, but didn't. Hayama appeared with two of the other girls. Sorry, I didn't write down which one. And he knew which words to say, and you could see in the reaction of Sagami that just the appearance of Hayama was this one what she waited for. So the one boy in school, the one she possibly is looking up to as well, and is fantasizing about because he is the nice one, And so just him appearing there was already enough, and then he said the right words, and the others kind of did as well. And she was about to go back. So that was interesting because in this moment, if Hiki would not have said anything, she would have gone back and there would have been this moment of, why did she run away? Why did she hide? She stumbled in the beginning and now she's stumbling in the end. There would be some blame on her. And in my opinion, it would have been blame that would be correct. And he could have just let it stay like that. But instead, he moved out and attacked her verbally by stating that she just wanted to boss around someone, just wanted to be the one that is looked upon. So he mixed, in my opinion, some things that were correct and some that were over the top. So this bossing around, as far as I feel, wasn't real. It didn't happen. But by going over on the top, and then the icing on the cake by saying they would have never searched for you. And that was just mean. There was no, because it was not true, it was a lie, and he knew it wasn't that way. They wanted to search for her, and they asked him to do it. So by being mean then, he pushed too far, and he became the evil one, knowingly. And that is the difference. So he did not do it because he was mean and he wanted to be mean, but instead he took the center of the storm, the eye, from her, the questioning eye of why did she run away? Why did she stumble? Why didn't she do as much as she should have? And he drew this attention on him. Why is he such an asshole? Why is he so mean to her? And so on and so forth, So that was, thus he did it on purpose. And that is what the big sis understood. And that it was the teacher understood. Hiratsuka. And I think Hayama understood as well. I'm pretty sure about that. That is, on the one hand, a very brave thing. But on the other hand, with the potential of incredibly devastating for himself. And that is why we have this scene here. So, he knew what he did there. And he took all the blame on him by being more mean than Sagami was, let's say, inefficient. And when all of this cultural festival is over, they will talk, when it is about negative stuff, they will talk about him. And that possibly Sagami had it hard because of him. And everything he did will be nothing. And we have seen it. He worked his ass off. He did a lot there. And he will go out and he will be viewed more negative than before. Except for those who are very, very perceptive and were in on it and understand what he really did. And those are, as it seems right now, only 3 or 4 people. So that is brave and in a weird way good. But it really is questionable when it comes to himself. And that is why we have this moment, as I say, her asking and being so touchy here, so emotional, because she understands what he really did, what a good deed he did, and that he is, although he always tries to deny it, a real good soul. He really tried to help there. And was even moving himself in the line of fire for doing it. So that's why she's reacting the way she is. And her question is one, or it's not a question, it's a statement. It's no excuse to hurt yourself. She said later on, even if you're used to that kind of pain. So, I don't know what to what do you think about stuff like that? It really depends on the people you are working with and that you have around you. Those who are close to you and that understand you will possibly feel some kind of affection for you, as we see here. But society, to say so here, the school, in general, will hate you more and more. So you make your own life tougher. What I would really like to see for such things is if there's ever a moment of realization for Sagami. If she ever realizes what he really did that he did not attack her to make her feel bad, but that he really did help her. I guess she will not, but it would be an interesting moment to see this realization and what she does after that. Those of you who watched my discussions for the last episodes know that I kind of waited and hoped for a betterment in Sagami, for kind of growth in her, that she stands up for the task to be done and really grows on it. But that did not happen. Sadly. So yeah, I'm conflicted about that. I see that he does good, but I kind of don't like it, because that is a deed that will never, at least it feels, never be honored as it should be. It will be more like the opposite. So Hayamas saying, can you never do it any other way? So he realized stuff like that in the past. He's aware of what's going on. We feed from the darkest depth of society. Yeah, there are some mean sentences in there. So, and then we have this last moment with the three of our group in the room again at the table. Yui once again doing passive pressure of saying, oh, I really want to go to this party. We don't want to. Okay, I will wait here until you're ready. So, if they don't go, it will be them causing Yui not to go to the party. So that's passive pressure she's doing there. She's like, one of you will have to go, or I can't go. And you really don't want that, right? So very clever. And she does that efficiently. No question there. That's the one thing. But we had the discussion before between Yuki and Hiki about being friends. So Hiki really wanted to ask if they can be friends, if they want to be friends. They are very opposite, as he says. And they showed it by let them sit on different sides of the table. So there was a lot of symbolism there. And she clearly stated, no, we can never be friends. And she said that in the past. Then she said it because she did not know him. So you could question that. In the meaning of, if I know you, then maybe I will understand more about you, and then we can be friends. So there was a statement at that time, unknowing how he is working and doing things. Now she does it, knowing it, and still denies the option. And I asked myself, why? I mean, the problem is being friends with someone who kind of hurts himself all the time, as he does, in his very own way. He shuts himself out of society actively and on purpose. It is hard to be friends with someone like that, because if you're a friend to someone, it pains you as well. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm not completely sure if I understand her reasons right now. Maybe there will be more about that in the future. I'm pretty sure there will be. Question is if they will go to this party. I mean, they will go to this party, but if they will show it. Because I think it will only show us more of the negativity he has to experience now. Thus, he once again played the negative part. Yeah, we are completely different. I don't know. That was a weird episode. As I said, interesting concept in it. I like this sacrifice, and at the same time, I don't like it. It's a weird thing, and I really ask myself why he is. There's more that happened before, and how to fix someone like that. And do you want to fix someone like that? Because he's doing good in this weird way. So, would it be good to fix that and make him normal, if you know what I mean? Making him able to be more social and with others, but then you might be taking the good away that he's doing. I don't know. That episode left me thinking. So I don't think I will find a consequence there today or a solution to those questions. But my mind is running, so that's good. That tells me that the writers did a good job here, really did. So I'm waiting for the next episode as always, and I will see you over there when it is done. Until then, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.